Meh. Well, at least they're using the frames, look. There's just nectar in there. Good stuff. A lot of brood on there, you see. But I can't see much else. Yeah, well. Very noisy today. Again, there's just brood on here. There's nothing particular going on. There's some drones, and there is not a lot else going on. It's a very dark frame, so it's hard to see anything. Some brood on that side, that's good. Again, there's actually loads of nectar on there, so what I think I might do is put a super on. There's just loads of nectar in there, nothing else. Yeah, no on there. Quite a few drones in there though, which is good. Again, there's some brood on there, but nothing else. Can't see any eggs yet. Is concerning. Also can't see any queen cells. At the moment anyway. Well, it's just quite heavy. Again, there's brood on there, which is good. And there's a queen cell. Right there. All primed and ready to go. Yeah, there's not a lot going on at the moment. Like I say, there is a queen cell right there. Or a queen, should I say. Well, it's just nectar on there. Yeah, there's just nectar in there. So they're using every frame now, which is... Or they're using every frame so far. Again, there's just loads of drones on there. Right there, there's a big drone there. Oh. Can't see anything else yet. Just nectar. Lots and lots of nectar. And drones. Not seeing a queen yet, which is concerning. Oh god, this is heavy. So there's nectar and pollen in there, but nothing else really. I mean, there's loads of nectar, but there's no sign of a queen. And we know there is one queen cell, which is going to be staying, I think. Plenty of nectar, which is good. So I might put a super on, just to get them going, so I can get a harvest. Loads of nectar. Actually, there's a bit of brood, smallest bit of brood on there. But there's no eggs. There's no eggs. Shit. I'm gonna let you into a secret. I know why there's no eggs. Because there's no queen. Because she died last week. So that's why I'm leaving the queen cell, but I've only seen one queen cell and I could have swore I seen. I checked them last Friday, just a quick check because it was the only nice day. And I could have swore there was more, but just can't see any. So I'm hoping that queen's a good one. Yeah, they're all there on the queen cell, so I'm hoping. I'm hoping that's a good one. Yeah, fingers crossed that's the only queen cell there. Hopefully it works. Alright, I'll put them away. I'm going to preemptively put a super on top because I'm hoping, fingers crossed, it's a good queen that's born. I'm hoping there's no issues. And I'm hoping they can just start collecting proper honey, or honey that I can have straight away, because they've got loads of stores coming up, so yeah, I don't know. Should we still see if the queen's still in the bottom? No, they've had a clear out, which is good. So this is a queen excluder, so once the queen's born and she's hatched and everything's fucking hunky-dory, what this will do is it'll stop her coming up. And what that means is this, what I'm putting on now, is a honey super. And what that does is what I'll collect the honey with. So these little frames are what the bees will keep the honey in, make it all nice and good and dry. And they're quite small, so they can be spaced out really well in these self spacers. And when it comes to harvest, chuck these in a little harvester and then it spins them around and draws the honey out, and that's how you get your honey. So I'm putting this in preemptively before the queen is born, just because I want to start collecting honey and I want them to start utilising it. And I've got my fingers crossed, and I'm really hoping that this queen survives. I'll come back next week and I'll check if the queen's hatched. If the queen's hatched, then I'm going to spend a bit longer looking for her. And I've ordered a crown of thorns, so then I can mark her. So I'm really got my fingers crossed that this works, because I'm shit out of luck really if it doesn't. I'll have to buy a new queen, and then we're in June now already, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get one. And that's going to cost me a fortune, so I don't know if I can afford one essentially. So I really need them to make the most of this queen, and hopefully she starts laying eggs soon, so I don't lose my hive. And I'm really shitting myself that I'm going to lose my hive, and this is very sweary, I know, but it is what it is, isn't it? It's just life. This is my first issue I've ever had with my beekeeping, so I'm going to put the lid on, and then we'll find out what happens in a few weeks. Right, so this is the end of the video. It's a bit depressing really, because I've lost my queen. I know I have, because I've got a picture of her. I'll insert it here somewhere. Have a look here, I've just moved the hive out of the way. Can you see? Of a dead, and I found a dead last Friday. And when I was looking through the hive, there was some queen cells last week that I can't see today. Or I thought there was queen cells, or at least the starts of them. But there is one fully capped one. So essentially I've got all my eggs in this basket, hoping that she A, hatches, B, is good, as in she's healthy, and C, hoping that she has a really good flight, like a good mating flight, so when she's born she'll go away, she'll mate, and then she'll come back to the hive. And obviously it poses some risks in between there. If she goes away and gets hit by a car, someone swats her, she gets done by pesticides. I just have all these issues. Something keeps tickling my leg. I am very concerned, because at the end of the day, if she fails, I either buy a new queen, foot the cost of getting one of them, having then for them to ship it, and then I've got to integrate that queen into my hive, which isn't perfect essentially. So, and then they could reject that queen or anything. However, I mean, I'm still pretty gutted, because they're still a really good hive. Like they're really good bees. They're not aggressive, patient with me. I mean, that sounds silly to say, but they are patient. Like when I'm looking through the hive, they don't attack me. So catch me next week, or catch me on the next week's episode, where fingers crossed we have a queen and we can carry on this story and hopefully get some honey at the end of this year, or the end of this season. Like, subscribe, and yeah, come back next week.